Okay, welcome back to Life Gave Us Material. I can't remember which episode this is, but we're here.
5.
I'm Sabrina.
I'm Taylor.
And we're tired. Again.
I know the last episode, we sat on your couch griping that we were too old to stay up late and we were exhausted. And we thought we were really tired.
Well, we took it to the next level. Life took it. We didn't. Life took it to the next level. Do we look tired? I feel like if I just laid my head down on this blanket right now, I would go to sleep.
I don't feel like I know so.
Well, I would be kind of aware of my surroundings, so maybe I wouldn't actually fall asleep.
Oh no, I would. And probably wake up a hostage or something.
A what?
A hostage or something.
I thought you said something else. I thought you said I would wake up a hot stitch. I said,
Probably that too. Whatever that means.
What is that?
So, why are we so tired? What made us take our tiredness to the next level? I assure you, it was not actually by choice this time. Because like she said, and what is the name of our podcast, Life Gave Us Material. And this is really how our real everyday life goes. So what you were asking me how it went?
So my grandma, who turned 96 this past Saturday, fell sick and was hospitalized, and my mom texted me Friday that she was taking a turn for the worst, and we weren't sure of the outcome.
Well, and I know, like, with you being a nurse and with some of my background, like, with what she was saying, we could tell it wasn't good.
Yeah, and early in the week, or a few days previous, or I had told my mom from the report that she was giving me, I said that it sounds like my grandma has sepsis. And she did.
I was going to say, spoiler alert, you were right, unfortunately.
Long story short, it has been an up and down with her health.
Well, pushing it back, we came out to Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. So Friday, I decided,
Yeah.
I asked Taylor, I was like, how do you feel about taking a road trip?
And amidst all of this, we should mention, I'm actually having a little health situation of my own. So what ended up actually happening was it Thursday?
Yeah, that's when Nanny was admitted.
She was admitted on that morning. So like I get up, I'm clapping again. I get up, I go to urgent care. I actually have to leave the appointment from urgent care early because you had somewhere to be. And like the next day.
That was Friday.
Was it Friday? Because I thought we went to.
Yeah, because when you came back from urgent care, I asked you, how do you feel about taking a road trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Friday.
So I have this health situation. They think they know what it is. They put me on an antibiotic. Another spoiler alert. The antibiotic's doing nothing, but I have to still be on it because we don't need resistance. So I've been on more antibiotics in the past year and a half than I have been in forever. So, I'm dealing with a health situation. Her nanny's dealing with a health situation. My health situation is such that I can still travel. And so I think about it quickly and I'm like, yeah, I will go, but I will pack all my stuff because if things for me take a turn for the worse, I'm going to need to hop on a plane and get back home. So this poor person is like, not only is my nanny spiraling downhill badly, but my best friend
having a miscarriage.
And now my best friend who's supposed to be here and we're supposed to be having a grand old time, she's not feeling well and may have to go home early. And you might be dealing with, oh boy. So yeah, it's a lot. It's been a lot. But
Where we're sitting right now is that with my grandma, the up and down, it appeared there for a while that, this might be it, and we might have to say goodbye to her, but
Yesterday was really rough. Really rough.
Yep, they finally identified the issue and are now treating it. And last evening we left the hospital feeling the first hope that she's going to pull through this, and she had a great night, and today she's been almost herself.
Yeah. I remember, like, yesterday it was looking really bleak. Like, both you and I were looking at her vitals and just her condition, just physically, it was not good. And we were all concerned and not wanting what felt like inevitable to happen. And I know when we went home last night, it was this element of trying to have hope, but also recognizing, like, the night prior, it had been really, really bad, and you guys had gotten a call, and you were sweet. You didn't want to wake me up, and so you went to the hospital. I was oblivious, but the weird thing is, I don't know if it was intuition from the Lord or whatever. I had, like, this gut feeling that something was going to happen. And maybe it's because I've been through, like, traumas, like, with my dad and whatever. So anyway, so last night, I actually went to bed dressed in fully clothed in my day clothes, ready to just jump out of bed and go.
It didn't happen.
I'm very thankful. I woke up this morning, because I had to take my antibiotic that's doing nothing, by the way, and I look at my phone, and you're like, she had a good night tonight, and she's in stable condition, and my reaction was just, hallelujah, I'm going back to bed. But that being said, if you have ever been in a trauma, if you have ever been in a situation like this, you know that just going back to bed, you're not going to be recovered from the exhaustion that you're experiencing within like one night's worth of rest. We're exhausted. Nanny's whole support system is really tired right now.
Yeah, so yesterday I was actually feeding her food.
It was so sweet.
It was so sweet. Because she was so weak. That today she has been able to transfer to the chair, sit up in the chair for pretty much.
Well, and she's been taking initiative too, like where she doesn't necessarily feel the need for help from the nurses, and she'll try to do something like herself, like reposition herself or whatever.
Yeah, which is a big deal. Before. And today she wanted Chipotle for lunch, and so we got her Chipotle. So I asked her if she needed any help. She said nope, she's got it, and she did really well. And it's just, she was laughing, smiling, and talking, and it was just so wonderful to know that we have more time with her.
Yeah. It's truly a sigh of relief, and I think with that sigh of relief is coming we've talked about cortisol before in podcasts, where it's when you're riding a perpetual cortisol high, and when you finally get a break where your body feels like you are finally safe to just breathe. Like the exhaustion takes over in a whole new way, and that's what we're currently dealing with.
Yeah, we were starting feeling it in our bodies, like symptoms wise, like last night and today I've been having like chest pain.
Yeah.
And feeling like
and that's not funny, but I'm laughing because we've been having, like, she'll have a symptom, and then I will
transfer.
Yeah, it's almost like I have an almost exact same symptom. We're just bumping down the highway, and she's like, I'm having chest pain. I'm like,
can you check my heart rate?
Yeah, she's like, can you check my pulse? Is it steady? And I'm like, and then, well, I remember, like, I've been having these sharp zaps in my spinal area, which I've had those before, and I think it is a stress response.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you were like, I'm having it in my chest, and then I started kind of having it there as well, and then
she's like, I have it in my lower back, like spine area, and I was like,
so do I.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, my right knee hurts now.
Did
your knee ever hurt?
I don't think it did, but I sat there and I literally said out loud, well, now we'll see if my knee ends up hurting.
Yeah, so we decided to take a little break from bedside and come out to this lovely park because the rain finally stopped and the sun came out.
It's so peaceful.
And just take a
be.
breather.
Just be. It's so beautiful. Like, I want to encourage y'all, if you haven't found
a best friend
like this one, you can't have my best friend. She's already taken. She's the best in all the world. But I'm here to tell you, don't settle. Don't settle when it comes to a best friend. Don't settle when it comes to a spouse. Just don't settle for anything. Because, quite frankly, it's so nice to be with somebody that knows you so well to where you can just be in their presence. Silence is absolutely not awkward. Like, her and I can literally just be right here and we're just like, and it's, there's no awkwardness. It's lovely.
There is awkwardness.
Which part?
If you start talking
Oh.
and you're mumbling and I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm the world's greatest mumbler. And
yes.
her hearing's not the best. And so I'll be mumbling and she'll be like, huh? But I won't realize the huh because my hearing's also not the greatest. And so I'll be mumbling, she'll be hang. And finally I'll realize the huh. And I'll have had a full conversation with myself, the air, and her, but she didn't hear it. And
well, I think the thing is too, it's also a grief response.
Yeah, it is.
That the senses just aren't sharp.
Well, it's overload. You're in an overloaded state, and so anything else, it's just
too much.
Your brain is processing so much already. It feels like living in a really weird dream that you can't get out of.
Yeah.
And you're just so exhausted, and you just.
And it's compound grief. I mean,
you haven't caught a break. We haven't really caught a break. We're tired. We're exhausted. Tired is not the word. But I think tomorrow is going to be a nice chill day.
Tomorrow is planned. I was able to talk to my mom, and she felt like Nanny's in a stable in a good place, that we could take a little day to
go on like a little day trip,
check off some bucket lists for you, drive up to Lancaster and go to Peaceful Valley. It's a store. It's a Mennonite store where they have beautiful furniture and other things, and it's lovely to walk through, even if you can't buy anything.
I can't because I have to get on a plane and I'm restricted on what I can all bring.
So she
I know where you're going.
You know, she actually did not realize that when she flew here.
You were the one taking me hostage.
I told her that I got her. It was a trick. I told her that it was a trick that I got her here finally, and now she can't leave. She's safe. She's safe.
Believe me, if I wasn't safe, I wouldn't be laughing. This is us. Like, truly, this is unfiltered, raw footage. We are so close. And I know I've mentioned this before, but we literally almost know what the other is thinking. And sometimes we do. What was
it that we were on our way to Walmart and I said something? Oh,
the Buc-ee's.
It was the Buc-ee's shirt.
So we have matching Buc-ee's t-shirts and earrings. And that's a thing that we like to do whenever we get together. We get a fun new matching outfit or a shirt or something.
Like these dresses. Pack dresses.
So comfortable.
You want to know a hack for the pack dresses that we
You need to
out?
know a hacked.
So
a hacked? A hack, not a hacked.
A hatch. A hack.
Hatchet hacked?
Is that a hack?
A hack.
Yes, a hack for pack dresses. If you're anything like us, we are more modest and don't feel comfortable.
We're more modest and also blessed, and we need a little more coverage. We don't feel comfortable. And the little skinny strap, whatever this is, pack dress that's so lovely, but for our body shapes and what the Lord has given us, we need a little more coverage.
Yeah, so we were avoiding wearing our pack dresses
Mhm.
because we just didn't feel
Which is
comfortable.
also sad because they are also an investment. They're not a cheap dress.
Yeah, and they're very comfortable, somewhat. I mean, yes, they're comfortable now, I should say.
Yeah, when you first get them, they're kind of...
Like in the wintertime, we would wear cardigans, you know, or I had like these crop top, like sweatshirts that I wore, which made it really comfortable. Anyways, wear a t-shirt or a nice blouse, and it's thebomb.com.
It really is.
It's like perfect.
I went from not wearing this dress anymore to I'm wearing it all the time. It's amazing.
You do wash it though.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, help.
It's not all the time. Frequently.
Frequently.
What happened to your earrings?
Why did I do that?
You don't have them on.
I know. I took them out.
When?
I don't know, a while back. Sometimes I wear them and sometimes I don't. And she just noticed that for a number of days I haven't had them in.
You had them yesterday, didn't you?
No. Again, she's been overloaded in the brain. So why would she look at my earlobes?
I don't have no reason to unless you have
don't.
earrings in. Anyways.
Where were we going with this?
I have no idea. I just noticed. I got distracted.
Oh, Bucky's t-shirts, whatever. And we were talking about how we think like we'll have the same
Oh.
thought. So we were driving.
I was driving.
I was the passenger princess. I'm real good at that. And she goes to me, you know what? Should we wear the Bucky's t-shirt
And earrings.
and the earrings? Right before she had said that, I was literally thinking the exact same thing. Tomorrow, we should probably wear the t-shirts and the Bucky's earrings.
Well, tell them about what happened this morning.
Well, this morning, I was not thinking the same as her brain. And I woke up and she announced to me she needed her sidekick to come out of her quarters, which is also known as me. And so I immediately was like, okay, I'll be out in a few. And I'm like trying to get ready and go out my little door. And I go out and she looks at me around the corner and she had this look on her face. She was just like, I'm like,
I was serious.
no. You grinned at me. You had this like Cheshire grin.
I guess
and
so.
and I was like,
What is she?
oh, hello, good morning. I didn't really say it. I'm like, I think I just was like, good morning.
Yeah, you gave me this look like what?
Yeah, I think I was just like, what? I didn't
'Cause
say
I was
it, but
just
I
like-
gave her a look. Yeah. And she leaves to go to the bathroom and take a shower. And I went and sat down in her little room area and I happened to look at my phone. And at that moment I realized why she looked at me that way. Because she'd asked me if I wanted to wear the Bucky's shirt and whatever and be matching today. And I had chosen to wear this dress instead. And so she like writes me and she's like, oh, I guess not. Change of plans. And so she wore her dress and we left Bucky sitting on the couch.
Yeah, so maybe tomorrow.
So, this is an example of how things don't always go as planned, but you can still have joy along the way. This has been a hard week in a lot of ways, but we have found the silver lining within every day that's been hard, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful. There is something good in every day. Sometimes it takes a little more work to find it, is what it feels like, but there is something good in every day, at least one thing. And that brings us to gratitude. What are you grateful for?
If you hadn't said that, I was about to say, and that brings us to gratitude. So, I am thankful that my grandma is doing so much better. And that we are now planning for her transition back home versus the alternative. And I'm thankful for this beautiful day and for a best friend that hangs in there through the thick and the thin.
My turn?
I guess.
What were you thinking?
I was gonna say physically and through life.
I'm all here.
You know, like
Yeah.
when we were thin and when we were thick.
I was thin, now I'm thick. That's life, folks. That's the shifts of life. And you know what? That's okay. What am I grateful for?
Well, you tell me.
Oh yeah. I'm grateful for this breeze coming through the park. It feels so good right now. I think it feels kind of refreshing for the soul. Of course,
especially after being hours and hours in the hospital.
Yeah. I'm of course grateful that Nanny is doing so much better. I am grateful that physically I've hung in there. You know, because there has been a lot of iffy, like, do I need to get on a flight and go home? And that's hard. Because, and it makes me upset because that's the only thing that's like, of course I miss my husband, but that's the only thing that's like propelling me to needing to get a flight is my health. And it's like, this is a horrible timing. Like, come on, body, do what you need to do. So I'm grateful we have not had to hike up a giant bill at the ER yet. I'm very grateful for that. I am grateful for restrooms and much access to them because I have been pushing all the fluids. Yeah, I have symptoms of a UTI, and I've had like potentially really, where we think I've had really bad ones in the past, and I've been hospitalized and it's been not so good. So I don't want it to go there. So I've been really trying to flush my system out. But anyway, so I have so much I'm grateful for. And I'm grateful for you, of course. It goes without saying, but I shall repeat it. So grateful for you.
You have green in your eyes.
It's
Or
weird.
yellow.
It's weird because my eyes, my eyes were blue, right? I had bright blue. Then I got really sick when I was younger.
Mm.
I feel like now they're more of like a gray, blue, green.
Yeah, they are. Mine are just dark.
But they're beautiful. Over here I'm like a little chameleon. You never know what my eyes are going to be like on the daily.
Well, yeah, what you wear kind of changes the shade a little and brings out different colors.
So there we go. There is episode 5. Just a chat
with two best pals about life gave us material.
With a you for me and a me for you. We'll muddle through whatever we do. Together.
All right, until next time.
Bye.